everybody. Welcome into week 4 of the Black Hole League. I'm your caster 4, and tonight we're going to have Team FVR taking on the Senate OOG. Should be a pretty good one. Is a skyscraper map, starting with the Senate on defense. Lineup for tonight for Senate looking like it's going to be Squared, Avara, Pancake, Trip, and let me see who their fifth is. I'm currently waiting on everybody to get in the lobby. Let's go to official rosters. Yeah, I could just look at my screen and see who all's in, because I think their whole team just joined. Alright, it's going to look like it's Sir Squared, Avara, Pancake, Furion, and Tripway. Ooh, I hear myself in stream. Okay, gotta make sure that's disabled. On the FVR side of things, it looks like we're going to see Chaotic, Donut, Toy Truck, Pinkster, and Tyagod. Should be a pretty good matchup between these two teams. Both of them have been steamrolling lately. FVR off to a pretty decent rebuild after their whole last team that was under Wild Boys got changed around and shuffled the way they did. The Senate, I've been seeing them popping up everywhere. I mean, when you have a team with like Tripway and Pancake and Squared on it, it should be a pretty decent team. At least good to watch. They've been paying some good attention to Tripway because that man has been a goat. He's been all over TikTok lately, hitting some nasty shots. Waiting on them two to say they are ready, and then we will dive on into this. If they ever decide to say that they're ready, that is. Alright, map 1. Well, actually, the only map tonight. Skyscraper is underway. Starting with the Senate banding. I'm hoping... Banning? Banning. God, might be special needs, or at least in a tongue twister right now. Hoping since they're on the defense, they ban something off that's useful. Instead of, you know, oh, we're going to get rid of a Blackbeard, oh, we're going to get rid of Monty. Like, those are becoming way too cookie cutter, and of course, it is the Blackbeard ban. But, you know, to be fair, he does provide a massive piece of utility with that shield. Being able to rush anyone down that you want, kind of a scary thought. Coming up now, we will have Team FVR banning their attacker. And it will be the Dokkaebi. Honestly, you don't see her banned anywhere near enough now. She used to be banned every single game. Like, every game. You wouldn't see her even in ranked. But now, she's becoming a problem that a lot of teams aren't willing to deal with because there are Blackbeard and Monty on the table. You know, we're more into a shield meta, even though shield's just got nerfed. Following that up, we do have a Mira ban for FVR. And, I mean, she's taking kind of nerf after nerf, you know. All the utility that can destroy her Mira, the 1,000 ways to play around her. And yet she is still one of the best defenders in the game. And honestly, one of the highest pick rates if she's left unbanned. That's why she's got one of the highest ban rates around. Following her in, we will have the Valkyrie ban coming. And again, that's a pretty common ban on maps like this where there's a lot of vertical play to be won. Right now, the community predictions are 8-3 in favor of the Senate. They will be starting this one up here in Exhibition Room office. Ooh, look, they're bringing a tub. We might see a good 2-bro trick. Oh, I just realized something is a little bit off on my overlay, guys. Give me like 2 seconds. Here we go. go. Told y'all, I was napping before this. I was not ready for this. I jumped in, updated the overlay as much as I thought of at the time, and I was like, yeah, I'll get the rest of it when I wake up from this little nap. Woke up like 10 minutes ago and just didn't even want to crawl out of bed to come do the cast. Because I'm hurting.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Flying around here, pretty standard defense so far. They do have an off-site roam that is yawned down there, going for the spawn peak here, and is able to find it and take their hard breacher off the map. That is one of the worst ones to lose off that peak. Starting out, we already have FVR into a severe disadvantage, and Squared still setting up his extensions over, which is not bad. I mean, they've got plenty of time, especially now that this attack will be slowed down as much. Pinkster is just, I think, AFK. And there's nobody even pushing in. We have Chaotic getting ready to maybe make a push here. However, he's laying just on that beeper, trying to bait someone into him. And it looks like we're about to have that swing coming. Maybe a double swing here as Pancake runs out with his DMR. Lets it rip and takes one down. Tripway finding a kill onto Donut. And now we're down to a 2v5 situation. Trip goes for another peek here. Pinkster is taken down for Pancake. And now it's just that one guy, Toy Truck, left alive, hiding in there, taking Yawn down. However, Yawn revives himself, and Pancake, Tripway finishes with a pistol kill. What is up, no one? I see you in my chat. W Glaze, of course, dog. I'm glazing myself. I am only running a minute delay today. Trying to interact with the chat a little bit more, you know, see how you guys are doing. Because, I mean, might as well. That was off enemies killed, and it was technically a flawless round because there was no frags on the defense. The guy who went down stemmed himself back up, or was able, like, he didn't die out to finish the round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bomb.
Okay, there's my controller. That's what I was looking for. Let me knock these paddles in. Oh, I can, oh, smooth rolling, yeah, baby. But setting up the head holes, the foot holes, and all the reinforcements on this map is extremely vital. It provides so much of just an easy way to defend it, and a lot of long, weird angles for this defense to play. With one like this here, personally being a favorite of mine, but it leaves you exposed to a lot of doorways.
5 seconds to insertion.
And they do have a setup coming in Geisha. Let's hope that they play someone in there, because that's one of the most powerful positions for this defense to try and hold if they go for a hold on it. This time now, not electing to bring a hard breach, which is going to be a little bit scary because they don't even have hard breach charges. On this map, you at least need someone to try and get something open. Even a can opener or two to apply that extra pressure to Geisha. These ads, bro. Hey, you don't like ads, bro? Just sub. Don't know what to tell you. Looking up, it looks like we get a 4-man stack. Getting ready to try and jump in onto the armor. And let's see what the defense has prepped there to plan for it. They do have a guy sitting in lounge, as well as Squared chilling in armor itself, or exhibition, whatever you want to call it. It looks like the rush might be coming down onto Pancake's side. Yeah, it's just a 4-man stack. Let's hope that these attackers, instead of chilling out selling these repels, do eventually try to make a push. Blitz still just wanted to bait someone into swinging him. And Tripway will be taking that first pick as he sets himself up for another one here. He does have, I believe that was... Oh, man. I can't even tell who that is. That's Toy Truck Driver sitting out there on his peak. Picking up a double kill now and Diffuser laying there. These attackers got to do something. There's the jump out to finish his kill. And these 3 of them are just standing here chilling with each other. Tripway taken down by Taya God. At least that is a pick going into their favor, denying a flawless round. I think Tripway was probably a little bit over-aggressive, going for a long peek. Donut Hater smoking it and then running from it. A lot of utility being used, a little bit of damage being taken, all just to fall off the push, and immediately he's rushing around, hits into a Legion trap, stuns the Legion, but Pancake doesn't actually take a stun there. 1 HP left, and Donut is almost down between the Legion traps and the, razor wire there, and Pancake manages to take the kill onto Pinkster, which was their Twitch, and get away with it. Taya God and Blitz now, last 2 left alive, and not a lot of HP to go around on this attacking side of the board here, as Pancake goes for that aggressive reswing and starts laying some damage on Taya God. If we see him take this pick here, it's going to be so easy for them to win this defense. because this blitz is at such low HP that it's almost, I don't want to say useless to have him on the board right now, because, I mean, a gun's a gun. However, Pancakes finds that kill onto Diagonal up to a double kill, going for the triple here, and he will pick it onto that 1 HP blitz. Man, this Senate team is looking pretty hot coming into this. Alright, let me go to map ban. That was, I believe, T Karaoke. The Senate won that off enemies killed. We're now going to be going to the barbecue kitchen site. And what are we already up to here? Tripway at 4-1 and Pancake at 5-0. Yeah, Pancake said he's here to just BTA these dudes. He doesn't even care.
By attackers.
Setting up now. It looks like we might see a bit of an upstairs extension coming. They do have a castle, which, I mean, I really don't watch Skyscraper. I don't know Skyscraper. Sky is like one of the first maps always banned. So I don't know if Castle's really any good, especially not for this site. But it's a bit of an odd setup because they're entirely locking off that black staircase. I mean, this isn't a lot of map control. However, this is direct line of sight into the bomb sites. This is also a cutoff route that they're just not worrying about trying to hold. Instead, they're locking it down and hoping the enemy team doesn't push it. Going upstairs, I gotta remember left is up and right is down. It's backwards to my head for some reason. Geisha fully locked down, set up, and secured. And they do have a hard breacher this time. It is going to be Toy Truck. And maybe a Geisha push coming for this attacking team? Right now it's just looking like a lot of repel push. Tripway set himself up to hold a tight angle. Maybe he's going to try and get aggressive here. And I know we'd love to see Pancake doing it, as Pancake is already starting to lay some gunfire out on this window that gets opened up next to him. Just looking to make sure my stream is not lagging. I don't know if it's my own internet or if it's my actual stream itself. However, Yawn is getting ready to try and fight this ram. We got Tripway going to run out for the swing and not actually able to find it. And Pancake now just chilling behind his box. He does have one aggressing him. Avara trying to take that pre-fire there. And instead, Avara will be taken down by Toy Truck. Toy Truck now has control of Geisha as he forces Pancake out of it. But what is it that we have here? A C4 rip detonated, does not deal any damage. Pancake moves himself back in, but he's taken down by the guy up on rappel. But Trip is holding now this close walk-in. I mean, he could get pre-fired here. He lays a little bit of damage. There is a goo mine hit. But this one's definitely not starting out quite as strong for Senate as they would have hoped. Trip now taking the aggressor move. He's moving up to try and clear Geisha. He's trying to push up onto Pinkster, the Twitch here. Here, Furion will lay Toy Truck Driver down with a long angle with that Vector here. Squared is taken down by Chaotic Sand. There's a spray down for Pinkster. Furion picking up Donut Hater. Now Trip moving his way through Geisha. He does have one guy left in there with him. It is Ty God taken down. It's now Chaotic Sand left in a 1v2 situation. Coming up through Pantry. That Fender is going to be a bit annoying for him to deal with. Especially if these defenders get the sound cue off it. And I believe Tripway did, because now Tripway is watching the floor. He has the footholes made. I believe Yawn is actually trying to annoy him with this barricade. But it looks like Yawn is actually locked out of sight. If I'm Yawn, I'm fighting the air if I lose this gunfight. Because, man, why are we setting up the site like this? Tripway still holding the hatch. Chaotic Sand taking that kill. Now he has sight control. 1v1, both of them very low HP. Both of them, you know, really good guns in their hand. Our Chaotic Sand will hit one of those goo mines. And that could seal it here, folks, because I don't think he has the diffuser. The only thing that we have is a Tripway above the hatch. As long as he doesn't get aggressive, but he will try to get aggressive and take the final kill. And it actually results in his own death. Man, Trip, if you would have just sat above that hatch and played, you could have won that one off time. This one here will go to Team FVR off of enemies killed in the last, like, 2 seconds of the round. Going back up now to Exhibition Office. Let's just make sure we're all good there. Yep.
Locate and defuse bomb.
Hey, I got 7 people in chat. What are y'all doing? How's everybody's night? How we feeling about this match? How we feeling about some Siege? Let me know.
Attackers have located the bomb.
I keep hitting the wrong trigger to go up and down on this controller. Because the controls are just backwards. Exhibition office setup this time. Looking pretty decent. Sir Square just chilling on that castle again. Not really a whole lot of deaths to roll around on this defense, however, this attacking team, all of them up to 3.
5 seconds.
Except for Will Chaotic Sand, who clutched up that last round. Good on, we're going to watch Tripway, because it looks like he's going to be the aggressive one. Off-site. You know, a P90. Really, honestly, a decent SMG, no matter what the wannabe pros say. And then followed up with rocking the SMG-11. They really gave this one the overpowered gun combo they could. He hears the punch in coming into the kitchen. Looks like that is Ash trying it. Trying to at least bait the jump out. He has to know Tripway is there. Now Trip prepping the swing with that SMG. Does not find the kill onto Chaotic. Thought he would, however. We have Pinkster now coming in. Based off those pings, and Pinkster will actually down Tripway, leaving himself at very low HP, but at least able to get the kill on Trip, and they do have the live pings. Yep, not even worth finishing with the drone. Let the Ash walk up on him. Ash is taking space anyway. Yawn just chilling up above on this top shrine, top dragon area. As Squared is taken down by Toy Truck. The Senate is starting to fall apart on this later round. You know, started strong with a 2-0 lead. Now 2-1, and they're currently actually down lives in a bad position as this orange team is starting to just rip it with the rip it with these drones. Avara finding a kill on a tie god. We have Yawn get into a bad position here as he goes for a swing on the Toy Truck, and Toy Truck takes him down. He also had somebody out on his window that was Pinkster. Thankfully, the window was castled for him, so it didn't immediately mean some aggression. However, Pinkster is taken down by Avara with that beautiful cage shotgun. Thank you for subscribing, Prince. How you doing, my man? Chaotic Sand still just chilling on drones. He now sees that there's some backs towards him, so he's going to go for a hard rush. Takes that swing on a tube. Eats 1 DMR round, but instead takes Tubero down himself. It's not onto Avara. He has to hit a ace to keep this thing alive. Finding a nice headshot onto Chaotic Sand. 2v1 situation, trying to double swing him, but right now they're just not positioning themselves in a spot for it. Up to a quad kill is Avara. Now it's just him versus Toy Truck in a 1v1. Everybody I know right now, whether you like Senate or you want FVR to win, everyone is cheering for Avara because, man, to pull yourself up to a 1v5 for the ace for Avara to walk away with the clutch, dude. Just absolutely insane plays. You don't see that every day. An ace in competitive like this is such a just hard thing to do. An ace against a pretty decent team FVR, almost impossible. An ace on cage shotgun? Buddy, you gotta be smoking crack. We're gonna give that one to the Senate. Moving down, we have the karaoke tea room coming. 5th round of the defense here. Oh, let me pull Twitch chat back up while we're in this round. If you want to guys clip that, and I can put that on the TikTok later. That'll be on my community TikTok, the For the Caster one. But if someone could please clip that for me.
Attackers have located a bomb.
He's got 5 kills in the game, and all 5 come from 1 round. Quite the stat line, and only 1 death. So we're round 5 now. And only die 1 time is quite the story that he's setting up. The storyline is being made in front of us. Tripway gonna be on the aggressive here. Setting up on his camera. Prepping his run out. He sees one coming up over. Goes for the run out and will take Donut Hater down. Then a first pick. That getting rid of the buck off that first play is great. Because he is such a useful target. I mean, you know, the op is just, he's there. He's a great one. Good gun, but just in the right hands too, that utility that he brings to the table is unmatched. Down to 4 viewers, guys. After just watching that man pull an ace, we're down to 4 viewers. That really hurts my soul. Pancake now getting aggressive, trying for the swing here onto the guy outside of balcony. He's got Square chilling up there with him. These two definitely have to work together a little bit and try and pull a kill out here. And we'll have Ty God eating a little bit of damage from Pancake. Not enough to take him down yet, though. Pinks are going for that, you know, to kind of help out, maybe frag out here. But Ty God wants to hit this re-swing. I don't think he knows, though, that he's got 2 guys chilling right next to him. We see Chaotic Sand down in the bathroom. And Pinkster's running through the side entrance. Chaotic Sand taking Tripway down. A very nice pick. Pancake eating a lot of damage, taken out by Ty God. And now this suddenly turns into the favor of this attacking team. Avara going for a flank really late in this round. Not very often you see the big heavy man do that. However, it looks like Pinkster is actually set up because they have flank drones. Ty God takes an easy kill here, or gets killed easily by Square. I mean, loses a lot of HP on it. At least he walked away with that kill. Avara gets swung on by Pinkster. Pinkster takes that kill onto Avara. 2v3 situation here. If you're a fan of the Senate, this is not something you want to see. Squared and Neon facing off against Chaotic Sand, Toy Truck, and Pinkster. Squared eats a little bit of damage here, but re-swings straight into Toy Truck, picking up his 2nd kill of the round, 2nd kill of the game. 2v2, and it looks like these 2 FVR guys are definitely working together a lot closer than the 2 Senate guys are. But there comes the dog stem. Now we're back up to an even footing. And Chaotic Sand will be the one rushing the way. Head holes are there. Some shots coming out from Square to try and maybe suppress them. And then he's going to re-swing these head holes straight into Chaotic Sand's point of view. Furion now left in a 1v2 situation. He's got these guys rolling up on him. Has to do something to walk away with this win, though.
15 seconds remaining.
They will be coming over because the Fuser's laying there. However, Pinkster picks up the kill on the Furion. Almost no time left to be going for those swings. Is just not the right play. Let's give that one to Team FVR off enemies killed. There hasn't been really any flawless rounds since the first one. There's been no objective play. It's all just been kill based. Coming up now, this is the last defense for the Senate. We're going to see what Team FVR can pull out right now.
Being defused by attackers. Reloading, cover me! Deploying jammer. Explosive ordnance out in frame.
Alright. Sorry about that. I was just checking my phone. Because someone has to DM me on Discord. No one. I'm up here at karaoke tea room. What's up, Prince? I see you waving. Gonna just tab for 2 seconds. Tea karaoke.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Alright, let's just pan through here. Don't think we're gonna see those same aggressive peaks that we've been watching. Because they should be used to it by now. Oh yeah. If you watch Ty God, the way he came out of spawn right there. I'm not saying he was scared. He was definitely ready for a peek. Everybody's there rappelling up is watching for the peaks. This Senate team has definitely put the fear of peeking into these guys. Pancake seems to just be AFK as he's sitting there. Avara is in the same boat, just chilling and waiting. However, we see Tripway, who is hopefully setting up to... Yeah, he's trying to set up and play this hatch down onto the jump in off the window. And the way he positions himself right there, that sets him up exactly over that window now. Which could be very deadly. Ty God eating a round from Furion, just a random pre-fire. And we're going to have Chaotic Sand jumping into this back pantry area. They do have Squared sitting at house lobby. I think he did hear that. And Tripway will catch one from above. That's that jump in that I was just talking about. C4 coming out, almost finding Sand with it. Instead, Donut Hater will go down. Squared moves back, takes Sand down with a double spray through that one mag. And now let's see what else he can pull out. Is Pinkster walks himself into delivery, and then Squared goes up to the triple kill. Honestly, just a beautiful, beautiful set of kills from Square there. The aggressive coming from this Senate team will give Ty a double kill as he slides the mag out. Pancake goes, F it, let's make it 3. And he jumps out to finish him. It's kind of hilarious watching from Ty's point of view because, bro, it was like one of them old zombies movies where everybody, you know, you see the hordes crawling over each other, you know, like, oh, what movie was that? The one with Brad Pitt. It's pronounced Son. Like Doki-san. Okay, it's San. I'm calling him San.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
If bro wanted it pronounced right, he'd spell it right. Starting now, we have FVR onto their defensive rounds. Down on the 4-2 split, which is honestly kind of common. This map favors the defense just a little bit. But now it's their time to pull out, you know, favor into their team. They do have a 6th man playing, and it is father time up there, that clock counting down. But the Geisha defense is probably one of the easier ones to take in this map. You know, you gotta hold this T in karaoke, so how do you do it? Through Geisha. It has a perfect line of sight down hallways.
5 seconds remaining.
Outside, easy access, and then it locks down pretty much this entire run-up ramp
Attackers are moving
through
out.
here, as well as the stairway from Black. The defense here now not being super aggressive, not running after some kills. We do have Donut Hater taking the house stairs, waiting to be swung on. He knows that Buck is going to just run through this. Fear Yawn being shot in the back, and now whoever that is right behind him has to know something's up. I believe that is Tripway. That knows that there was one right above him. And Trip is using his ability now to try and open this up for his team to walk through. And Saiyan is taken down from below the hatch. The Twitch is going in, not able to find anybody. Donut Hater now backs back up to Exhibition Room. This Exhibition, you know, VIP area hold is exactly what you need to try and hold this side of the map. Square eating some damage from Pinkster there. And Square goes for that, you know, the re-swing. Finds a kill on the Donut Hater through the walls. And that's a frag going in to finish his lovely little dirty work. 3v4 situation as Pancake takes down Taya God. Pinkster eats his own fire damage right there as Squared opens up the door. We're going to have Tripway actually being the one to rush in here and get aggressive. There is somebody sitting up that top shrine side. That is Toy Truck Driver. I mean, he's got the power position over Tripway here, but Tripway's about to have backup with him. Frag grenade in, losing that shield. Here comes Trip on that run up. And is going for the aggressive swings as he just sprints himself right in. Pancake taking a double kill now as he works his way through Drum. And Tripway walking down Truck Driver. I mean, he did walk him down too. He knew that the swing was coming. He knew what was getting open. He just walked through. Just want to say thank everybody for coming out here. Greatest caster alive. Thanks, Prince. Oh, wait. I have to go update this. That was what, round 7? Yep, round 7, which was Senate winning off enemies killed. Let's go into round 8 chat and see what we can come up with. Let me pull my chat back up so I can see y'all. And I thank you guys so much for coming out here. I really do appreciate it. You know, everyone coming out here is what makes me want to keep doing this. Coming out, we have another T room hold. They want to win this T karaoke. Oh god, this controller is... Chat, in case you're wondering right now, my controller, I'm holding it full forward and it's just busted. So if you ever see it just randomly slow down and come to a stop like that, that's the controller being broken. I don't know why. I have my GameStar sitting here, I'm just not taking it off my Xbox to put it into my PC. Last time I moved the controller from Xbox to PC, it broke the controller entirely. We set up the exhibition room, but it looks like there's nobody actively playing. Okay, now here comes Pinkster. However, they have Donut Hater playing down and walking, but if you hear what I hear, you know there's a freight train absolutely running through right now, and that is Blitz He's moving his way through bathroom. They're setting up a pinch now. C4 out, not finding anybody, but here comes Yawn. Misses the spray, or misses the flash, however, he does get taken down by the pistol, and a little dirty teabag coming out. Senate now rushing through. They have the bedroom control. They have this first floor control. They need to figure out a way to take up these stairs, and really with that mute standing there, any sort of stair take is not going to be easy unless you open the floor right below him. However, did I see that right? No, there is no utility on these stairs. Never mind. You hear a lot of prepping outside these walls coming. Frag grenades going in. That is a frost mat cleared, and I think we're about to see Yawn come running in as soon as he gets some more intel. Tripway making his way up house stairs now. He's being led in by the drones. And we got Pancake just playing below, flashing out. And there goes Yawn. Surviving the long angle. Ooh, a shotgun right to the side of Tripway's head that was off screen. We heard it though. We heard it hit, and we heard it hit hard. That, I believe that's a Remington that Pinkster has in his hand there. That's shoddy. One of the hardest hitting ones in the game. We got Pancake kind of getting into a bad swing here. Ty the God picking up a kill with it. However, Avara is there to get a refrag, taking Chaotic Sand down. Fury Yawn gets C4. He takes a lot of damage. Now it's just Squared and Avara in a 1v2, or 2v2 situation, sorry. As Squared guns down Pinkster. Both these defenders now pulling back to try and be with each other, make sure they can support each other and cover some flanks. And Avara saying, hey guys, we have, you know, a minute to work, or 45 seconds to work with still, let's do it. Bringing his drones in, making sure everything's clear to push. And, ooh. Kind of a smart play to pull the phantom pressure from where you're at, open up a window so they don't know where you're coming from. And I don't think anybody actually knows. Yeah, Ty God is not really paying attention. Avara hitting that goo mine is going to pull a lot more attention his way. Which is setting Squared up to just dive into Geisha, and he does. Drops a flashbang, walks in. Even though he is gooed, he's just doing what he can to try and, you know, make this push here. 15 seconds left. They have a toy truck driver taken down. Ty God pinned in. And they're just going to say, hey, F it, let's go for plant. Rushing in for site control. Plant going down, hiding in the corner. That's a swing and a kill. And then defenders actually win that round off the time. Oh, wow, that's a great win there for Ty. Playing it smart. As soon as you take that kill running away, Square was just not up far enough there to defend his teammate. You know, a couple steps forward and he would have had that. 5-3 at the current. Let's see what else we can get going.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright, it's going to be an exhibition office hold. Extension over towards Dragon a little bit. This shield right here is honestly probably like one of my favorite power positions to hold. I don't like holding it. I like watching people hold it because it does really good. See me, I'm more into where this two brow's playing. This desk provides really nice cover. Plus I'm a raging alcoholic, so hide behind a bar is just awesome. I watched a lot of westerns. Nothing better than the old dive behind the bar. Let the 6-shooter ring. Chaotic Sand does see they have another blitz coming. And the blitz is the first one down into a frost mat. That one has to hurt. There's not enough droning being done. I think they had that pre-planned out. However, Pinkster got there just in time. Now Tripway has to do something to find the refrags and keep his, you know, keep the team's momentum going, especially after losing that blitz. Because it seemed like a lot of their attack plan was leading around how that blitz is going to push this. W time management on that last round? Absolutely no one. Or, well, Mad Squid. Oh man, almost getting that main wall open on the breach, but they have the two-brow. Two-brow just barely missing Avara, and now Avara saying, you know what, if you're going to play it like that, I'm going for the office wall then. He will get the opening there. There's Chaotic Sand right here at this window, and Chaotic will be able to almost fry Avara down. However, Avara stays up. It only took maybe a bullet off that. Some bad aim, I think. I not mean to, you know, I'm not poking fun. I'm laughing with you, not at you. Triple A finding Taya God. Donut Hater eats a lot of damage there. Losing the 2 round now doesn't matter much because all of your walls are gone. Toy Truck taken down from a hole that was shot by the defense to defend through. We got Pancake walking up now. 2 brows right there. Ooh, Chaotic Sand takes a double kill between Pancake and Triple A, getting rid of 2 of the better fraggers on this team. Now it's just Squared and Avara left in a 2v3 situation. Avara chilling back on the rappel, waiting for a push. And we might see Squared if he tries to run up those main stairs. Never mind, good thing he rotates around because Donut Hater was right there waiting on him. The live pings are coming out, and Sir Squared is taken out by Chaotic Sand. Just not paying any attention. Chaotic up to a triple kill. Kind of a W. Ooh. Opens the wall right in Avara's face. I mean, honestly, any closer, and bro would have actually dealt damage with that impact. And Avara goes to sprint in. And Chaotic Sand rotated just fast enough to put himself in a good position, hiding behind that bomb chassis. His body pretty much hidden. For a sprinting attacker, that is really hard to see. That one to FVR. We are now going into round 10. Looks like FVR is definitely starting to claw their way back into this one.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Alright. Pulling up in the kitchen. Let's see what we're cooking here. A defensive strategy. Holding this pantry. Hopefully, yeah, the head holes will be played. You want to open them if they won't be. Then to open the geisha hatch, I got a feeling we're about to see some nice rotate up here. And a good setup. Ooh, my controller is... Oh. Okay. Controller is back to working again. It doesn't like the slow movements. The castle setup coming now, this time from Donut Hater. This must be the way to hold this. I don't know. Apparently it is, because I don't do this. I don't play Skyscraper. I don't watch Skyscraper. I don't really much care for the map.
Objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Where's my hatch? There it is. What? We don't go through floors around here. We're not ghosts. We're just a spectator. We go through hatches like normal men. Looks like it's going to be kind of a geisha tea room hold. And the castle actually setting up and giving himself some cover from those windows when he chooses to play this. That you absolutely love to see. A lot of head holes and rotates being made. Still, as these attackers are already barking at the gates ready to come in, we're setting up. I can't get back to my Twitch chat, guys. I'm scared without you all. Oh my god, around without you? Terrifying. Let's see what we got here. Yawn already rushing down, taking some site control. Tripway setting up his utility, denying any sort of rotates back, and he has that delivery room locked. We got Pancake coming in through Terrace now. Buddy, they're making aggressive pushes all throughout this map. They have all map control, besides literally where the defenders, like, their little rooms that they set up. Pretty much the entire side of the map over is held, though. Chaotic Sand going for a really nice angle here, trying to lay down on those restaurant stairs. But we got Squared with a can opener opening up this castle. And he's going to be taken down by Sand as soon as he goes to place that other can opener. Pancake being taken out by Pinks with a C4. Tripway, however, still standing. He's still fighting. He takes down their Doc, which is a major pick for this attacking team. Getting him off the board early. However, they haven't done any damage around, so it doesn't really matter too much. Avara was still just chilling outside, waiting for somebody to peek him so he can get that geisha wall open. Pulls around a bit of a ballsy spot. Yawn taken down by Donut. Toy Truck goes for the swing onto Avara as he's on rappel. And Pinkster is down. Where's Pinkster down at? Somewhere he can get revived, so it doesn't matter that much. Tripway now it's going to say, F it, let me walk into sight, and Chaotic Sand is standing right there. And we're back to a 5-5 match, guys. For something that started very one-sided towards the Senate, FVR has absolutely crawled their way through and kept their team in line. Alright, let's look at some map statistics while we have a timeout called from the Senate. There's not been a single OBJ play. Again, we're exactly split 5-5. However, this is out of all 10 rounds, 7 of them have been defender-sided. That's a bit lopsided, if you ask me. Tea and Karaoke is the obvious pick for maps, going for 5 out of the 5 rounds has been a Tea and Karaoke pick. It doesn't show me the win rate of that, though. It'd be nice if they showed me the win rate per site pick. But we're coming back from the tactical timeout a minute in. Let's see what these teams can make of each other.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
See, nobody said a word in the match chat, so we know we're still good. I was wondering what the tac timeout was. Because sometimes teams will call a tac timeout to go and say, hey, hand cam a mofo. But I don't think either team here is going to do that because really no one needs hand cam. My controller is doing it again. There we go. A dead left stick is kind of weird.
Bomb located by attackers.
I just wish I could get my Turtle Beach wireless controller working again, but for some reason it just won't connect no matter what I hook it to. Like, let me see. Maybe now that I'm back onto my PC, it'll work.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Huh? Nope, it won't connect. Back to this controller. Let me just go into his point of view so we're not staring at a wall anymore. Alright, KX Sands setting up really good here. For a typical karaoke hold, they do have the geisha extension, as well as the full opposite side extension through armor. KX Sand being droned out at the double split here. They have a guy, I think, on both sides of it. Oh yeah, some very, very tight ankles being held. And we got Squared being the first in. He gets taken down from right behind him. KX Sand just standing there. I don't know if the call wasn't made that he was there or what. But that will lead to a double kill from Chaotic Sand as he takes Yawn down. Pancake fried down by Donut Hater. And definitely a bit of an awkward round already. Come on, controller. There we go. Avara and Tripway now left in a 2v5 situation. They got to pull some magic out here. Toy Truck goes for a pre-fire through a wall and actually lands a kill onto Avara. 1v5, and it's all down to Master Tripway himself. Tripway, a former member of the Way team. They bounced around a little, or well, they bounced from Double O to WBZ pretty quick early on in their life cycle. But the team really didn't last longer than a season. Which kind of sucks because the roster that Wade had could have been something interesting, something amazing. And the run-in from Tripway puts them straight into Donut Hater. And that will result in Donut Hater taking a very nice pick onto Trip. And then shooting the body as they actually pull themselves ahead. Man, you don't like to see that as FVR is off to a 3-round win streak. Which actually puts them back up, or no, 4-round win streak, sorry. I mean, I did say this map is defensive sided. It looks like the Senate is having some trouble with their attacks. But to see a full-on sweep through their defensive rounds, pretty unheard of. If Senate wants any chance of winning this game, they gotta take them to OT here. They gotta win this defense or this attack. All their attackers who were gunning out on their defensive side are pretty much being stuffed now. Yawn moving himself over into the Montaigne. FVR comeback, that's honestly what it's looking like.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and
Let's see, we have Truck Driver with a nice spawn peek coming here from him. Some guys chilling downstairs. That would be Pinkster and Truck Driver, both still down there chilling. They have Chaotic San a long distance away, and the C4 coming out but not landing. Pancake with that F2 in hand. May struggle to hit the camera, but let's hope he pulls a kill with it. I want to see some OT, you know. I want to go the full hour. Pinks are electing to actually reinforce off their rotate and hold. I don't think they have a shield. That might have been why. Because the only way that play is viable is if there's a shield there to hold it. We got Yawn up in second floor and Tripway making his way through T-room. However, some shots are coming in, and San is actually chilling on black stairs. I don't think he knows, but now he does. And that forces San to run back down and face this window player. And with the pre-fires from both of them missing each other, they now know where one another's at, and Chaotic San actually walks away with his life to there. Tripway taken out as the first pick by Pinkster is a beautiful pick for this team. Then Taya God finding a Vara. Fear Yawn taken down by Toy Truck. Pinkster finding Pancake. It's not on to Sir Square in a 1v5. He has to ace to keep his team in this round to win week 4. Or, well, to keep himself in week 4 and not take an immediate loss. Taya God getting headshot. 1v4 situation. That's 1. He sees Pinkster, picks a kill. That's 2. Has 1 running up him at black stairs. Lays some damage on a Chaotic San. Almost takes number 3. And then Toy Truck comes up behind him with a shotgun to end the fight. We'll get the screenshot now, chat, because I still have everybody in it. I see Tripway leave. By FVR with an unreal comeback from nowhere. They were kind of down the whole time. They were the most voted against team coming into this. You know, everyone thought Senate was walking away with an easy win. And I don't know how they... I mean... The way they started the map, I thought for sure they were going to. But, hey, as is the life cycle of comp. But I'm going to end it here, guys. It was good seeing y'all. Hope to see y'all around for my next game.